Welcome back to the baseline. And today, guys, we're here for our weekly recap. Now, there's a couple things that have come to mind over this weekend. Some things that kind of got me a little bit mad. Some things that got me curious on how things will work. So let's get to it. Obviously, the big series this weekend was obviously the Dodgers and the Padres. This series, I was expecting a back and forth, and I kind of got a one team dominance, really. Um, the Padres were a half a game on the Dodgers coming into this series. We're here on Monday, and they're now looking up on the Dodgers by 2 games. And I hear all this stuff. It's like, well, yeah, the Dodgers didn't play well, and look what they did. There was a series they had to win. It was a big moment. They came out to play, so that means they're gonna be dominant in the playoffs. They're gonna win a back-to-back World Series, but hasn't happened in 25 years. The last team to do it was the 99 and 2000 New York Yankees. But I don't think we can say that because the San Diego Padres just didn't show up. And it happens every year with the San Diego Padres team. That's why I look at these reporters and these guys on the MLB network, and they're like, yeah, the Padres made big moves. They made shocking moves. I was not expecting Mason Miller to get traded when he has 4 years left on his rookie contract. I wasn't expecting that. Plus Ryan O'Hearn and the bunch of moves that they made. But they make trades and then just everything falls apart. I think like Manny Machado got like one hit that whole series. You can't say, like, yes, I'll give credit where credit is due. The Dodgers did show up. They hit the home runs. They were in clutch moments. Yeah, I'll get that. I'll give them to that. But the Padres just didn't show up at all. Like, this is a series you knew you had to win because then you play them one more time. One more time. And that happens to be this weekend. You play them again Friday, Saturday, Sunday at Petco. Are you going to show up then? Because I'm going to say this. That's your only case, at least getting close to the Dodgers. Because before the Dodgers play you, they play the Colorado Rockies, who actually surprisingly have been playing well. They beat the Arizona Diamondbacks. But then you don't play them again, and you're going to have to sit there and hope that after they play you, they go on another struggle. But it's September. Teams are going to play hard to get into the playoffs. Not saying the Dodgers won't make the playoffs, but they'd rather win the division. They'd rather be the second seed than the third seed, because then they got to play the wild card game. I mean, we've seen that happen the year the Giants beat them, and they kind of sucked. My only problem with the Dodgers is if the bullpen falls, you can't win with that bullpen. That bullpen still bothers me. And also right now, that Glasnow and Snell can't get out of the fifth inning. That's typical Blake Snell. Glasnow, I don't know what they're doing. I know he can pitch out of the fifth inning. I just don't know why. But they're so hung up on this bullpen. You don't have a dominant bullpen. Tanner Scott sucks. He's on the IL now. So is Kirby Yates. And don't tell me that it's, we're going to give them this, we're going to kind of rest their heads. For what, the end of September, October? I think that's going to be making it worse. Because Glasnow, yeah, he was good. And so was Snell. They got like 10 strikeouts. For the first couple starts, they were still rusty. I mean, you could have a dominant lineup all you want, but I don't think that bullpen's just, it's not going to do good for me. We have no idea when Sasaki is supposed to be coming back. He only pitched 2 innings in his rehab start. That kind of scares me. He's only pitching 2 innings. I mean, I get it too, because, that's what they're doing with Ohtani, or they did with Ohtani. But it just, I don't know. I feel like this year, in the past years, you could have seen what the Dodgers were doing. Now this Dodgers got a super team. I don't know what they're doing. Like I said, that bullpen still bothers me. I like Dave Roberts. I really do. But if you're going to run this into the postseason, I don't think it's going to work. Yeah, did it work somewhat in the playoffs last year? Yeah, it did. And they won. But this, I don't know. I just got this feeling that this bullpen is just not, it's not it. It's really not it. Like, I can't see the Dodgers making the World Series. Now if they do, I'll come on here and hold myself accountable. I have done that. But I can't see this team making the World Series. To me, there's so much question marks. And the bullpen is number one. And that starting pitching's got to get at least got to pitch the 6th inning right now. Because that bullpen is shot. It is. As for the Padres, I mean, like I said, they did not show up. I don't know what the heck happened. It was a big series. Kind of gets me worried, but this is what the Padres do. I don't know. They'll make these moves. They'll go great for like 5, 6 games, for a couple weeks, and then when the big moment comes to hit them, they just collapse. I don't know what's going on with the Padres. I mean, they have the team to win. I would love to watch the Padres win a World Series. They're one of 5 teams to not win a World Series. But even then, they got the dominant bullpen, they got the hitting. What happened this weekend? That's why I want to know. What happened this weekend? You didn't show up. They just didn't show up at all. It's insane. Was watching the Little League Classic yesterday between the Mariners and the Mets. I don't know if anyone else saw this, but Rob Manfred, the commissioner, has said that they might look into doing the standings like the NBA. Why? I don't like that. I like how baseball is now. I like the 6 different divisions because everyone's got a shot. But now he's thinking once the Athletics and the Rays figure out the stadium situation, they're going to look to expand. And once they expand, it's going to be 2 divisions, a West and an East, with the same wild card. I mean, to me, that doesn't sound fair because I think once you do that, yeah, there might be more teams looking to try, but there might be more teams that won't. Like the Colorado Rockies, I don't think they'll ever get good, but let's say they get the Chris Bryant deal off of them. They decide to go on this big spree. You know, well then they have a shot at a wild card in the division. But then if you're in one division, one West Coast division, are you gonna try? Because then it's a bunch of teams that are around that area that are gonna be good. I don't know. I just that makes no sense to me at all. I don't know why you're doing it. I don't know why you would consider it. Because then it's just gonna be, that Dodgers will probably win. Dodgers will have this, will have that. The East, maybe you'll get some teams fighting back and forth. But then in reality, I don't know. I don't think it'll work. I understand other sports do it, but for some reason I can't. Baseball just doesn't fit that criteria to me. An East Division, a West Division, I don't know. It doesn't seem. That's something I can't get. I'm not gonna get excited about. I can't get excited about. I like the East, Central, West. That's what I like. You have, you know, 6 divisions, 3 on each league. I don't know. That just it makes no sense to me. It doesn't. Um, news article. Don't know if anyone saw this, but it's kind of getting me mad. Um, especially since one teammate has come up and said to reporters to knock it off. And this tells me, like, if you are a reporter, hey, baseball players, listen. But if anyone hasn't heard this news, Ketel Marte, I guess, has been in the news. Reporters have said that teammates on the Diamondbacks are asking the front office to trade Ketel Marte because they're tired of him asking for these days off. It was only one time he did this. I guess after the All-Star break, his house was broken into, and the report is that he wasn't at his home. He was with his family in the Dominican Republic. And everyone's asking for a trade. Well, this weekend, the shortstop, I'm blanking on his name, told reporters to knock it off because they're just trying to play baseball. Ketel's here, he's trying to have fun. And with all these reports, he doesn't want to play anymore. I mean, is this the thing that we're going to do now? Is just we're going to make up stories? I mean, I get free agency rumors, I get trade rumors going around. We got nothing else to write about. Like, this is a man's career. He wants to come and play baseball. And now you got this guy who's trying to have fun, trying to play ball, is now questioning if his teammates like him or not. That's like, if I were this big time writer and I saw one argument on TV between two teammates. Oh, well, this guy wants him off the team now. Aaron Judge wants, I don't know, you know, and whoever, Aaron Judge wants someone off the team. And Aaron Judge comes on and says, I had one problem with the guy. Like, we had a miscommunication. We got into an argument. Just let the players play ball. That's why they're here. They're here to entertain us. They're here to show something with the fans. And it's not just baseball, it's in any sport. Just leave it alone, especially with Ketel Marte. He's gone through a lot. The incident in Chicago when some fan made fun of his mom. He lost his mom a couple years ago into a car crash. It hurt him. It did. And then the burglary in his home. And now this. Why are we picking on Ketel Marte? Great player. Great second baseman in the game right now. Can we just knock it off? Maybe I'm built different. I'm a baseball fan. I love 30 teams. All 30 teams. I never want to see someone like a team, be bad. Sometimes I do get angry at like Colorado or Pittsburgh, being like, guys, show that you care. Because I would love to see that. I love to see the underdog come up every once in a while. Sometimes I like to see, you know, the favorites to win the World Series. But I don't root against a player. I feel bad for Ketel Marte. I do. You have all these reports going after him. It's probably false. That's what the media does, sadly. And I'm sorry that he's going through it. I really hope it stops and he can just play ball, enjoy the rest of the season. Enough's enough. All right, well, that's going to do it for this week. Be on the lookout for our top 10 greatest teams of all time with Craig and Al. That's going to be a lot of fun. Also, don't forget to leave a comment, subscribe, and like the videos. I really appreciate it. And let me know what you guys think on these topics. It doesn't necessarily have to be these topics. Maybe there's something else. I like to get you guys involved. So comment. It would really help me out. And because I enjoy doing this. I enjoy doing this for you guys. It's a lot of fun. And I hope you guys enjoy it as well. But for now, I'm going to sign off. And I will see you all in the next one.